I had me some high-powered binoculars, and I'm looking out the binoculars. And I'm looking down the street, and right when I get adjusted, I see somebody duck.
Damn.
Because he had binoculars.
Okay.
He realized that I'm
Yeah.
looking at him, and he
He
looking at me.
you. Yeah. What was the situation of you getting jammed up?
A homie gangster, shout out to Baby Gangster. He met this guy, I think his name was Taylor. Taylor Maine, another guy name was, I'm not going to say his name because he's from Compton and he'll probably have problems. Well, they know who he is, but anyway. She set G up, did a control buy with the feds watching. So G sold him one. And once he sold him one, and the feds was able to take that back to the judge, Stephen B. Wilson, to show these guys is doing this and explain it to him. This is why we need this wiretap and so on and so forth. So the wiretap affidavit was given. So once they did that, they started following us around. So I'm coming off the 210 one day, merging to the 605. And when I hit this, if you know anything about that, they come together like, right? So when I look to the right, there's this lady, this white lady and this white man. And they kind of like simultaneous right there with me. And I looked at them, they looked at me. And something in whatever transferred right there, I said, damn, that was some weird stuff right there. Something going on with them. So that was the first time. The second time, I had me some high-powered binoculars, and I'm looking out the binoculars. I'm looking down the street, and right when I get adjusted, I see somebody duck.
Damn.
Because he had binoculars.
Okay.
He realized that I'm looking at him, and he looking at me.
You. Yeah.
And we both ducked at the same time. I don't know why I'm ducking.
Yeah, right.
Damn, what was that?
Yeah.
So that's when I said, oh, shit. So this guy we used to have clean up the yard, he came, he said, hey, Mel. I said, what's up, Joe? He said, hey, man, look, man, I ain't going to be coming around here no more. I said, why? What's going on, Joe? We need you to take care of the dogs and clean up the yard. Say, man, he said, look up there on that pole right there. I said, look. I said, what's up there, Joe? He said, it's a camera. I said, get out of here, Joe. He said, oh, no, it's a camera up there. So I had remembered that it was a guy from the cable company working on the pole. And I even I said, hey, man, don't be up there cutting nobody cable off. He said, no, I'm cutting cable on. I said, okay. And Joe said, that was the guy. He put the camera up there.
Damn.
And it was directed towards the property on Tucker.
Was that your house or one of your spots?
That was Gangster's house.
Okay.
Yeah. That was where we, kept all the low riders and all the cars and all the stuff.
So that wasn't a stash spot or nothing like that? Okay.
But it was a house that we operated out of.
Okay.
We did multiple things out of that house.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
So when they eventually got you, I mean, what happened?
He come up missing the day before, Gangster. So Mama Helen, which is Gangster, she come around and said, Melly, you seen Freddie? I said, nah, but you know him, he'll show up at some point. She said, nah, but he ain't answered his phone. He usually, I said, yeah, that is kind of strange. So I don't think nothing of it. So I think, he probably, at the strip club or whatever. So I leave, go home. When I go home, right across the street from where I lived, there was a sheriff car that sat there all night. And I thought that was strange. So that morning which I don't think they was prepared for me, I got up. Because even in the paperwork that they gave us, the affidavit and the indictment, it said that they had to be careful with me because I was always doing counter surveillance. Which I was. I was always looking for who watching me. And I got up like 3 o'clock in the morning and came out. And when I came out my driveway, right where this car was sitting, I couldn't see in it. And I'm thinking like, man, ain't no car supposed to be sitting right there. Who is that right there? So sure enough, I took off, hit the first corner, and the car started up and lights come on. They let me drive about a mile and they followed and pulled me over. And they introduced themselves. It was real manageable,
Yeah.
mannerable.
Yeah. Was it the feds?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So they got you with what? You get slapped with what? Conspiracy?
I got conspiracy. I got, I always like to say they got me, because I ran a pharmaceutical, I just didn't have a license.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they got me for. Yeah.
So they never got anything from you, a
No.
grain of salt. It was just.
No. So what they got from me, what they did have on me, there was a guy, his name was, and I'm going to say his name, Marcus Collins.
Mm-hmm.
And he owned a car lot across the street from the gas company on Long Beach Boulevard. And he actually came and did a controlled buy with me because of my uncle, my kids, well, actually my kids, my ex's uncle, and my kids' uncle. So I knew him. So he came with him, and that's how he got to me.
Wow. So he was bad.
Yes.
Damn.
He wore a wire and a camera.
Oh, shit. How much was the control buy?
For $9.
Damn.
But what I did, I felt some type of way, and I shortened him.
Don't matter. What you shorted him what? A couple grams? Like
No. I shorted him 3 ounces.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
when
it was still hard though, right?
Yes. When he took it,
uh-huh.
And he never called back.
Yeah. You was like, yeah.
Because I really still was testing, you know. But lucky I did that. Had I did the 9, I would have wound up with a 10 to life, 20 to life versus 10 to life. So I fell in right at the guidelines on because it wound up being, I forget how many grams, but anyway, it wound up putting me in a category. What was it? I can't remember the category. 30.
Okay.
Category 30. And then on the guidelines, it put me in 6 or 4 or 5, 6.
Yeah.
Which gave me 151 months.
Okay.
So the 150.
Which is what?
12 years.
12 years. Okay. And that's Fed time.
Yes.
So you had to do 85% of that.
Yes. But what happened during this time, I think it was FinFin, a couple of other laws that went through that was challenging the disparity between the racial.
Yeah, for sure.
And Obama did that thing. So I was able to get back in court and lower it down. I actually did almost 10, 9, something.
Yeah.
And I came home.
Okay. Was that your first time having to really do hard time?
Yeah. I mean, because all the other times was like county lid or and then I had 18 months one time. Yeah. So
when you knew you
or
had
a year violation.
When you knew you had to do this stretch for this decade, damn near, what was going through your mind, bro? Like when you knew you had to do that.
Man, I was devastated, bro. I had a job, I had kids, because I ain't never just wanted to be out there like just sitting all day, like just having all this money and looking kind of crazy.
Right.
Because you got to be able to justify something.
Yeah.
You know, at least get up in the morning and pretend like you're going to work or something.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You know, so yeah.
So where'd you do your time at?
Terminal Island the whole time.
Damn.
So I went to the beach every day.
Yeah. Oh,
you know?
shit.
So there was at Terminal Island, you had mostly guys that were there for fraud, bank robbery, and stuff like that.
Okay.
So they used to do these little tours, right? And they come by on the boats and they say, this is federal prison, Terminal Island. Most of the inmates in there for tax evasion, fraud, and so on and so forth. But the inmates are allowed to participate in all sports except for pole vaulting and swimming.
Damn.
And all the guys just get mad. F you, dude. Get away from me with that. You know? Yeah.
So what made them send you there and not some, some gladiator fucking
because I wasn't a hard person.
Okay.
You know? I'll be the first to say I'm always figuring out a way how I'm gonna be the clerk. You know, I'm gonna have an easy plus job. I'm gonna be all that.
How did you do your time?
Easy. I was a clerk in Unicor. I did the religion thing, you know, to keep me occupied. I did the yoga thing. I took Kundalini yoga. And
they got yoga in prison?
Oh, man, the one used to
So
do
hold
yoga
on. So
with us.
these niggas in there,
Yeah.
they committed these crimes.
Yeah.
They're stretching and shit.
Yeah.
Downward dog. And
All that, man. Come on,
so
now.
how is your downward dog?
Man, it ain't so good these days.
I'm holding court, standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? Karma's on the way. What goes around comes around. Karma's on the way. There's nothing you could do now. You gotta pay.